special.
What? All right, you've worked with like a lot of fantastic directors that I just talked about. And I'm sorry, I'm a director and a filmmaker at heart, and so to me this is a big part. This is one of my favorite things about doing the show is I get to talk about hear about interesting directors that I idolize.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know if I direct a movie. I talk to the actors and I say, oh well, you don't have to watch this movie, but you should watch this movie and this movie and this movie. And I know other directors do that, so I think it's okay to do. I don't, what have some directors did Jim Cameron or Tony Scott, the late Tony Scott, did he, or you know what I mean?
I don't recall.
Not even famous directors, but directors.
I'll talk about some non-famous directors. No, I don't recall specifically. I mean, there have been moments where we've pulled aside in between shots and we were talking movies, just what we love, but nobody ever sort of
nobody said sit down.
Yeah,
and
nobody
watch
said
this.
What you need. It'd be great if you got to see this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when I was younger. Because I started acting so young. When I was younger, I'd never heard of, I hadn't seen Taxi Driver. I hadn't seen Lawrence of Arabia. I hadn't seen any of these, classic films. So it was the first time I heard, oh, you've got to see this movie. You've got to see this movie. But no, I mean, that doesn't happen, no.
How about actors? If they you should see this movie. I don't know, through work.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a way to, when you're on a set and, you're bored to hell, there's a way to, exchange movies.
Well,
or is that just me, or maybe I'm making this up?
I just haven't had that experience.
Okay,
all right. I would love it. But most of the directors that I've worked with don't necessarily want to be, want anything to influence other than what they're doing on the set. So to point out something else that's going on may seem counterproductive. Well, I've worked with some very controlling, hierarchical directors.
Well, with a lot
dictator
at stake.
With a lot at stake. Yeah. One of the best moments I had with Cameron was we were literally on a boat. February, 4 a.m, waiting for the the 1933 cameras to be reset, and it's just me and Jim in the water on a boat. And I said, Jimmy, this is amazing, man. He's like, oh, this is amazing, guys. Because it's like all that can go wrong. Because what I really care about, I just love what you guys do. Well, because he really doesn't. He keeps the one thing he can't control until he did Avatar. So from that conversation, when I saw Avatar, I thought he wants to control that as well. He wants to be able to do that as well. Have as much control over that as well, and he did it. Kudos to him.
Yeah,
but I remember
and it surpassed Titanic monetarily.
Yeah,
monetarily. There's something else I wanted to say. Yeah, I can't remember.
It?
So, all right, thanks. Click on the link above to listen to the rest with Danny NUCCI. We'll be right back.